This quick presentation brought to you by the Green Building Research Institute is prepared to educate you on what the NATA exam constitutes, how we can assist you with our exam prep materials, and a short roadmap to take and pass the NATA exam. As I'm sure many of you might already know, the National Aptitude Test in Architecture, or NATA, is an entrance examination test required for admissions to first-year Bachelor of Architecture, or BArch, degree courses. This would be at all institutes, schools, and colleges of architecture in India, including government, government-aided, private unaided, university, and deemed universities, as well as others. The NATA exam is conducted by the Council of Architecture and is offered online from April to August at test centers across India. The test results are used by more than 330 architecture colleges to select the very best 30,000 students from across India. Once you've successfully become an architect, there are a lot of career opportunities waiting for you, from self-employment to teaching in colleges, to working with contractors, developers, government officials, town planners, architectural firms, manufacturers, and project managers. There are plenty of opportunities that an architect can choose from. So what are the steps to take the NATA exam? Step 1. Candidates need to purchase a NATA 2014 registration form and information brochure by paying 1,000 rupees at designated branches of ICICI Bank. Step 2. Fill the registration form and produce the necessary documents for registration. Documents required for registration will include standard 10th or equivalent exam mark list, one recent passport-size color photograph to be pasted on the registration form, any valid document of information bearing photograph and signature of the candidate, and a valid email address. Step 3. Select a convenient test center through the NATA website. Step 4. Proceed to the test center with filled-in registration form and documents. Select the convenient date and time for taking your NATA exam. And finally, Step 5. Prepare for the exam using GBRI's exam prep materials and proceed to the test center with the receipt and appointed voucher. Now, let's discuss the exam. The exam consists of two sections. Section 1 is a drawing test, and Section 2 is the aesthetic sensitivity test. The drawing test consists of 3 questions and is a paper-based exam for 100 marks. Section 2 is the aesthetic sensitivity test, which consists of 40 questions for another 100 marks. These 40 questions would be in multiple choice format. The drawing test is a 2-hour paper-based exam where the candidate has to attempt 3 different drawing questions. The second part of the exam is a computer-based test where the candidate has to answer 40 multiple-choice questions. The topics covered in this test are visualizing 3-dimensional objects from 2-dimensional drawings, visualizing different sides of 3-dimensional objects, identifying commonly used materials and objects based on their textural qualities, analytical reasoning, mental ability, imaginative comprehension and expression, and architectural awareness. So, now that we know about the test, how can GBRI help you pass the NATA exam? Let's find out. The road to becoming an architect begins here. GBRI, an expert in online green building education, is proud to present our NATA exam prep for 11th and 12th standard students across India. As an approved education provider for the American Institute of Architects, GBRI has trained more than 8,000 engineers and architects across the world. For your convenience, our NATA exam prep is offered both through in-person coaching centers as well as online sessions. This means you can either go to the nearest center and get trained, or you can study for the NATA exam from the comfort of your own home. GBRI's exam prep is uniquely designed to crack the NATA exam. Our classes are prepared by practicing architects. Our exam prep material also includes more than 10 hours of sketching videos to train students on how to make sketches for their drawing exam. In addition, our exam prep contains more than 2,000 questions that represent the 7 categories under the NATA syllabus for objective. With many in-person coaching locations, students have plenty of options. At present, GBRI offers training in more than 10 centers and of course online for those of you who are unable to attend any in-person coaching classes. In order to better assist you as you prepare for the NATA exam, we have prepared this document or roadmap. We understand that everyone has their own way of studying, and we recommend the way that works best for you. 2 to 3 weeks is all you need to use our roadmap. Let's discuss getting started. First, you'll want to read the NATA information brochure and registration form. Next, you'll select the convenient test center and complete the registration process. Make sure you have access to our exam prep materials and mock exams. Utilizing GBRI's exam prep materials to prepare for the drawing test, you'll learn to draw two-dimensional composition using different shapes and objects, learn to sketch given objects proportionately, learn to shade and shadow to give a three-dimensional effect, learn to draw perspective drawing, learn scale and proportion, learn about rendering, render it in a visually appealing manner and sense of color, practice memory drawing, and introducing landscape and human figures and complete the composition. To assist you in preparing for the aesthetic sensitivity portion of the test, you will receive direction and mock exams on visualizing three-dimensional objects from two-dimensional drawings, visualizing different sides of three-dimensional objects, identifying commonly used materials and objects based on their textural qualities, analytic reasoning, mental ability, imaginative comprehension and expression, and architectural awareness. So why wait? GBRI's NATA exam prep offers you over 30 hours of education, over 10 hours of artist-led sketching classes, 2,000 sample exam questions, and all of the guidance you need to successfully pass the NATA exam. Take advantage of the flexibility available to prepare for the exam at one of our in-person coaching centers or online from your own home and register now. For more information, please email nata@gbrionline.in or call Dr. Sri Lakshmi at 080-2842-4553. Thanks.